Times we're going to go through this. Yes, I'm willing to be your one and only, but you have to understand you're my one of six. Oh, I got something to do. I got to go. Sorry. Welcome to Gutbusters Presents Joker's Lounge. This is a show where we're going to highlight comics from all around the world, the universe, the galaxy, the earth. Wherever you're from, if you're funny, you're going to be on this show. My name is D-Shan. I'm your host, but guess what? There's also a co-host. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kim Ambrose.
Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, it's good to be here in this random bar.
Sounds good to me.
The Jazz Lounge.
Are you comfortable?
I'm pretty comfortable. I mean, I could do with like some dudes here, wrap my arms around, maybe something like that. Box of chocolates would be nice. I'm good. I'm okay though.
Anything can happen.
I'm
though.
good. It could.
Are you feeling the environment?
I am. I'm feeling these nice people having fun. I'm feeling the Joker's Lounge. I'm ready for joking. I'm ready for lounging. So 2 for 2. I'm ready. I'm good.
Well, let's kick it.
Let's do this. Yeah. So we're going to introduce a video of a very talented lady. I love lady comics. I know you love ladies and you love comics. Do you love lady comics?
That's the best combination ever.
Best combination. Funny and boobies. Hello.
Hello.
So I'm going to introduce a very funny lady, Vicki Wagner from Los Angeles.
Please give it up for Vicki Wagner, guys.
What's up, Huntington Beach? How's it going in the house? Wake the fuck up back there. How's everybody doing? Good down here? Good? Great. Thank you so much. I am your first female comedian. Hope I can keep up with the fellas. So I live in Los Angeles, so I drove on down here. I went to Gay Pride recently. Anybody went to Gay Pride? Let me tell you something, in a gay parade, you will run into some crazy motherfuckers, okay? Because I ran into some people who were into the S&M community. Now, when you're into S&M, that's your thing, I don't mind, but I didn't get it. So I looked at the people, I said, I don't get the whole S&M thing, can you explain it to me? And the guy looks at me and he says, well, you know the feeling you get when you get runner's high? I'm like, does it fucking look like I've ever had runner's high to you? Seriously. The thing is, I've gained some weight recently, and I'll tell you right now, it's hard to go clothing shopping when you're a little overweight. Because if you go to all the cool looking clothes, they're a size 0. Okay, if you're a size 0, you shouldn't exist. I mean, if you have a skeleton, you're at least a 1, okay? The other thing is, you skinny bitches, you get like size 2, 4, 6, size 5. The fatter you get, they don't even give you numbers anymore. They just give you extra X's. Like 3X, 7X, 8X. It's like they're afraid you won't buy your clothes if it says it's a size 86. The other thing, getting fat, it's not as all glamorous as you may think. Because there's some shit people don't tell you about. For instance, you know you have gotten too fat when your underwear are so tight that they roll down to your belly and form a little ring at the top of your legs. It's like having a hula hoop in your pants. And you've got to try to get them back up without anybody knowing what the hell you're doing. So you like stick your hand in your pants and you're like, I hope nobody sees me. And if someone walks by and they give you that look like, so you start scratching. Oh, this looks really good, right? Okay, at this point, you should just go balls out and be like, ha ha ha, it's kind of itchy. I gotta get it out of there. I should have brought the baby powder. You like that? Hey, I wanted to ask you guys, have you ever heard of Craigslist rideshare? Let me explain Craigslist rideshare to you. Craigslist rideshare is you can go on Craigslist, and if you're like me and you don't have a car, You can get a ride anywhere in the United States. So I put an ad on Craigslist rideshare to go up to Sacramento. And a guy answered my ad, and he said, I'll give you a ride for 20 bucks. I'm like, wow, 20 bucks to go all the way to Sacramento? I'm going. So the guy shows up at my house, and he says, hey, I'm kind of tired. Do you mind driving? I said, no problem, I'll drive. He goes, I won't charge you anything. Fine with me. So about 3 hours into the drive, we start talking about what we do for a living, and he informs me that he works on a pot farm. Let me say that again, folks. He works on a marijuana farm. He proceeds to inform me that he is a marijuana transporter. It's at this point in the ride that I realize I am driving in a car loaded with marijuana, and I'm the transporter. The other thing is, who smokes pot here? Any pot smokers in the house? Yeah! Apparently them back there. You know, the pot smoker, 420 in the house. Okay, I haven't smoked pot in a long time. But recently some friends said, hey Vicki, come on, just get high with us. So I'm like, all right, why not? It's been a long time since I've gotten high. Let me tell you folks, the pot nowadays is not like the pot that I smoked in high school. It's like super pot or something, right? It's like pot on crack. So I took a couple hits, and by the time I got to the club, I was messed up. And I mean the kind when you're staring at people because they're so fascinating. Well, let me tell you, you know how we all use nonverbal body language to communicate with one another? I'll demonstrate a few examples. For instance, someone walks by in passing. You give them a down nod, kind of like a hello. Or you see your friends, you give them what? Up nod. What's up, right? Well, this couple came across from me at the bar, and I couldn't help but notice how mismatched they were because I was staring at them. And this lady gave me a form of body language that I had never seen before. And I'll call it a chicken peck, because it went like this. Now, I didn't know what that meant, but I was a little offended because it was kind of like she was like, back off. But I was so fucking high that in my mind I heard, bok bok. So I told my girlfriend, I go, this lady just gave me a chicken peck. And she said, what lady? Because there was no one around me. I said, well, she didn't physically did it. She did it remotely across the room. Ladies and gentlemen, you know you are seriously fucked up when you think someone is remotely chicken pecking you. Hey, do you guys think people are getting rude these days? A lot of rude people, right? I was at the grocery store the other day in the 15 item or less line, and this guy in front of me, apparently he had more than 15 items in his basket, and the guy behind me says to him, hey, jag-off, you got more than 15 items, get out of the line. Now, it dawned on me, when are we so comfortable in society with the terms of male masturbation that we use it as a noun? Like, listen, you jack-off, I'm talking to you. It's not the same with the ladies, though, is it, ladies? Not so comfortable with female masturbation, right? Because you're never going to see a woman get pissed at another woman and say, listen up, you pussy plunger. I'm talking to you, you clit rubber. Why don't you go rub your vagina? We all know the universal symbol for male masturbation, too, right? What is it? Right here. As if all penises slant to the right. It's always done with this face, too. Right here. Again, you're never going to see a woman say to anybody else, hey, you pussy plunger. Right here. That's right, I'm talking to you. Right here. Why don't you go rub your vagina? Right here. You would either think I was doing some sort of retarded hand puppet or a fucked up wave. Again, guys, when you get pissed at each other, what do you say? Hey, blow me. Don't guys usually want to get blown? I mean, is this such a threat? Blow me. Again, ladies, you're never going to hear a woman say to anybody else, hey, pussy plunger, why don't you go down on me? That's right. Go down on me, right here. You're to hear a woman utter this phrase unless it's prefaced by the word please. Please go down on me, please. All right, Huntington Beach, that is my time. I am Vicki Wagner. Thank you for coming out. Have a good night. And that's how it's done.
One more time for Vicki Wagner, guys, huh?
Wow.
I like that.
I love that too.
That was
How you
good.
feel about that?
I mean, I get what she's saying. Like, I don't know about you, but like when I jerk off, I do like this because my dick is shaped like a lightning bolt. So that's
Well,
kinda-
I'm left-handed, so that's a whole
Okay.
different story. I mean, whatever.
Right.
You know what? But I gotta tell you, the next clip that we have coming for you, this is actually my cousin Warren Brooks. Never seen this guy live and in person, but this video made me laugh my balls off. So I'm gonna get right into it. No wasting time. Give it up, everybody, from Baltimore, Warren Brooks.
How you doing tonight? Thank everybody for coming out. If you like me, you got kids, you happy school is back in session. So you kick them out. But back to school always get me in trouble with my wife because I bought my son everything. She's like, you spoiled too much, you gonna be rotten. I said, look, I grew up poor. I wanted to have everything I didn't have growing up. Like food. And clothes. For real, we was poor. We went back to school shopping in my house. We did our back to school shopping in school. In the lost and found. 5th grade year for gym class. All I could find was a gym uniform that belonged to a 2nd grader. I'm running around gym class. Look like I got on booty shorts and a halter top. And the shorts were so tight every time I sat down, my nuts were falling around the seam like a fortune cookie. The little white girls in my class, it was like, oh my God, he's got camel toe. I said, that ain't no camel toe, girl, that's a moose knuckle. And you know a 10-year-old boy should not have a panty line. And the shirt wasn't no better. Some of y'all old school like me, so you had the shirt with the box on the front to put your name in it. Well, inside that box it said shit. So my mom got mad. She was like, why would you write shit on your shirt? I said, no, that shirt used to belong to a little girl named Tish, but she was dyslexic. Plus it was tight. Not quite as tight as this one. But the shirt was so tight I kept getting a yeast infection in my armpits. So we in the locker room, all my buddies putting on Old Spice. I'm putting on Vagisil. I still tried to make the best of it though. You know, like I would still play basketball in gym class. But I kept forgetting we had a gay kid in gym class. And it never failed, every time we played basketball, no matter where I was in the gym, every time somebody made a shot, he would come find me and smack me on the ass. People like, nice shot. I said, hey man, I didn't shoot the ball. He said, that's okay, it was a nice shot. Tell me, man, I had to go to the corner store to get candy with my friends because I couldn't afford candy. So I had to come up with excuses when I wasn't buying candy. And at 10 years old, only person I heard make excuses was my mom. So I told her excuses. They're like, yo, you not gonna get no candy? I'm like, nah, I think my cycle about to come. So it was tough, man. I got smart though. I noticed all the fat kids had candy, so I started hanging with the fat kids. And I still got fat friends today. I got a buddy that's like 5'5", 325. I like hanging out with him though, because no matter how I look when I leave the house, when I stand next to him, I'm sexy. For real, I canceled my gym membership. Like, what do I need to work out for? And I take the money I save at the gym and take him out to eat so he stay fat. And he ain't the fattest dude you ever gonna see. He just fatter than I'm ever get. Like, no matter how big I get, as long as I stand next to him, I'm just gonna be considered stocky. same issue a lot of fat people got. He sweat a lot. He always got crumbs on his shirt. Sometimes when we wake up in the morning, he still got food in his mouth. Hey, that's the issue we got. I'm trying to help with it. I'll run him over to the house, because when he stays over for like an hour after he leaves, my wife look at me and she think I'm still working out. She start rubbing my arms, rubbing on my soft underbelly. And women, y'all laughing, but you do the same thing. You find an ugly girlfriend to go hang out with to make yourself feel better, don't you ladies? Yeah, you do. And since y'all don't want to admit it, let's take a little test. Ladies, take a look at your girlfriend that you came in with tonight. Take a good look at it and ask yourself, is she pretty? Because if she is, then your ass is the ugly one. See? All the pretty women laughing. See, all the pretty women laughing. But look around at the chick with the stone face. This ass is the ugly one. His ass ain't funny anyway. That's all right. Well, pretty women got issues too. I don't let pretty women off the hook easy. I've been married for 10 years. 10 years. We celebrated my 10th wedding anniversary August 3rd. Don't clap. Don't clap. My wife is crazy. After 10 years, she still gets jealous. Like the other day, we going to McDonald's. We ain't there for 5 seconds. First thing I hear is, do you know her? I'm like, do I know who? The chick that's so up in your face. Do you know her? Somebody's trying to start on something like, I don't know that girl. Why show up in your face? Because she waited to take my damn order. So I'm like, look, sweetheart, I got the number 4. She got the number 2. Oh, what's that? Some kind of code? I got the number 4. I said, ain't no code. I'm just making sure she knows who she was good in. Because I'm not the one being disrespectful. And if you know me, you will notice that my wife is not here tonight. I can't take her to the comedy shows no more because I get off stage and she's like, how come all them bitches are staring at you? Like, come on now, you for real? Because I'm on the stage with the spotlight and the microphone? What are they supposed to look at? I don't know, they can look at the ceiling. So I wish I would get somebody look at the ceiling while I'm on stage. I'll shout their ass right in the neck. Pretty women always worry about the wrong thing. Like you always worry about if your panties match your bra. Let me tell you a little secret, ladies. Guys don't care if your panties match your bra, sweetheart. Because as long as your nipples match, we cool. But if you got that one nipple that look like a freshly baked oatmeal cookie, but your other nipple like somebody took an Oreo cookie and held up to your chest and punched it, Walmart got matching bra panty sets for $9.99. And I suggest you invest. And while we on the topic of nipples, which happen to be my favorite topic, I don't know if some of y'all are not from around here, but it's a strip club, little alley up the street called The Block. I went up there one night and saw the craziest thing. I saw this stripper that was so black that her nipple was lighter than the rest of her titty. Now, I don't know if y'all can visualize this, so I gave it a name. I call them hand titties. Because it's like, this was the titty, and this was the nipple. So she kept following around the club trying to give me a lap dance. I'm like, nah, shorty, leave me alone. So I finally gave in, and she did a pretty good job. She turned around looking for a tip. I saw them hand titties, I gave her ass 2 high fives. And when she walked away, I gave her a smack on the ass and said, nice shot. I I told that joke in front of my mom. She was like, boy, you need Jesus. And I laughed just like you did. Because my mom, one of the women that's religious based on convenience. Like every November, she become a Jehovah's Witness. So she don't gotta buy Christmas gifts in December. Every time we go to a gas station, we first get out the car, she put a red dot on her forehead. She like, they Indian, they gonna give us a discount. So one day we in church, I'm like 10 years old. We in church and my mom catch the Holy Ghost. She get to jumping up and down and shaking. All of a sudden her wig flew off. So I leaned back and tapped my sister. I was like, hey, the Holy Ghost must have been trapped under that wig. Because as soon as it flew off, she sat right the hell down. But before I get out of here, I always like to leave on a serious note. So if we could, real quick, please have a moment of silence for all the 5-year-olds that got messed up credit. Because the mama keep putting stuff in their name and won't pay the bill. I got a 5-year-old cousin with a 420 credit score. His credit's so messed up, the school put him on a prepaid lunch plan. Hey, don't go broke, you guys have a lot of fun. Thank you.
And I gotta tell you something, man. I grew up with Warren, and that school shopping thing is no lie. Kim, how did you go school shopping?
Man, we were pretty poor. Like I went to public school. We did okay, but like I had to wear Dikeys instead of Nikes. You know, we got made fun of a lot. People thought I was like carpet licking. You know, it was confusing. I was in 4th grade. It was confusing. It was fun though.
I'm sorry, I just like totally lost control when she said Dikeys. But anyway, moving on. The next thing we're going to do for you guys, we had a good interview with our featured guest for this episode. None other than the man himself, Eric Woodworth. The only guy, the only MC that I let call me D. Shane when there's no fucking E at the end of my name. But I won't correct him because I love him to death.
Well, plus he's so big, he could just barrel through you. I mean,
Pretty much.
You're hefty, but I think he could take you.
And he loves the WWE, so that worries me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But we're going to go into this video clip where Kim actually had a chance to catch Eric at the end of a Coco Lane night. How you shirt up in the back?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just get really.
Can we get like the knot?
Sometimes I get excited. Oh God, it hurts. Okay.
You recording?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. I'm here with Eric Woodworth. My name is Kim Ambrose. I'm here with Eric Woodworth. He's a Baltimore local comedian and funny as the day is long. And it's long.
It is. It gets there sometimes.
It gets
for
there.
sure.
And that's why I come here at Coco Lane in Ellicott City to have you make me laugh.
It is. It's a lovely establishment here at Coco Lane. You've been here many times yourself, for sure. We love it here at the Lane, and I guess for 2 years now, right? You were here in its infancy when when people didn't come to see us. Remember when it was just us here? That was awesome.
Remember that time and we thought we were funny and no one was around?
Yeah, it was probably better that way because then we got funny by the time people showed up.
It's really impressive how you have built it up to this much. I mean, we have a full room tonight. Everyone's laughing, having a good time.
Yeah.
Would you say that that's helped you as a comic?
Performing? Yeah, in front of people? Absolutely. It's a huge advantage to perform in front of people. For sure. It's definitely better than going to, say, a family function. It's really weird to do jokes about pornography and stuff in front of, like, your grandma.
Yeah.
I've tried it before. I bomb all the time at Thanksgiving. But here I'm good.
Yeah.
Generally. Yeah. For the most part, but yeah, it's in all seriousness, it's been a long process to kind of build up the reputation of Coco Lane in general. You know, it took a long time to get comics to come up. I mean, I remember a year or two, where the first like 6 months it was come and see the exact same lineup next week here at Coco Lane, and now it's like a pretty solid waiting list, and I don't know why. But
that's
awesome.
interesting. It's interesting that so many people want to do this room now when not really much has changed. I mean, you guys have a great room. You have a great spot for comedy as far as where you are in the room. We got the bartender, Brandon.
Yeah. Drinks always good.
Who is the lead singer of Sin for Sin, a great local Baltimore band.
Good stuff.
I think it has a lot to do with just the area. Definitely speaks volumes. Just here in Ellicott City, it is very. It embraces the arts, whether it's comedy or whether it's music. This whole area really embraces it. And Brandon, I can't discount him. I mean, he's been the guy that says when we have like the totally terrible nights where fives of people show up. He's like, look, we're going to do the show again next week, which has been a blessing to say the least. And he supports local entertainment more than anybody else around here, and the area really embraces it as well. It's on a nice local strip down here. We have a huge amount of people that you can peek right outside this door tonight, and there's people outside smoking during the intermission having a great time. So.
Absolutely. So would you say that hosting 52 weeks of the year has helped you as a comic?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for my own selfish reasons, the reason I host this show for tens of dollars every week is so I can practice my craft 10 minutes away from my house, and it's made me a lot better. I mean, I've gone up in front of the toughest crowds here and the greatest crowds here, and it absolutely helps you. I mean, it's just anything you do, repetition is going to make you better at what you do. For me, it takes a lot more repetitions than most, so I'm a lucky guy. What can I say? One of my favorite things about you as a comic is that you come with so much energy, and I feel like that's so contagious to the audience. People want to have as much fun as you're having when you're on stage. I think that's great. Do you feel like you have to phone it in, or are you actually really having that much fun? Well, the meth helps more than anything, for sure. I mean, and if I could give everybody meth in the crowd, believe me, we'd have a great time. Yeah. But I just try to relay that, like, meth isn't, it can be fun and recreational, is what I'm saying. You don't always have to lose your teeth and be that guy who's just like all speeded out. I do meth. I don't have a home. I don't have anywhere. I'm gonna scratch a hole in my arm. I use it. I'm a constructive meth user, right? Right. Which is it's better than anything in that respect. And that's definitely not why most people avoid you when you're not doing comedy. Yeah, right. I mean, because hey, Eric is ready to party is usually what you get out of. All day, every day, except when he's not crying. Yeah. So, how did you start doing comedy? I think you start doing comedy a lot like I feel like most comics do. You end up being you're the guy in your group of friends that makes your friends laugh.
That's great. How's everybody doing tonight? Nice. Give it up for Alabama one more time. And Eric Griffin coming up later tonight. Nice. Oh, man. Give it up for the wait staff who's waiting on you, man. Everyone's doing great work tonight. All right? All right? Man, guys, I gotta tell you, anybody in here married? Married? Couple married people, couples? Yeah. I got in trouble earlier this week. This girl was like super, yeah! That right I am! No, it was, I got in trouble the other day because, and I blame it on actually you four right here, your generation. No, and it's a good thing. I got caught looking at one of the you fine ladies from your generation as they were walking by in the car, and man, I don't know what it is about this wonderful young generation coming out. All these ladies have huge asses. It is just, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. My wife caught me staring, right? And you can imagine she gets a little agitated when you're looking at another woman, and I tell her, oh my God, honey, these girls with these big asses, this is evolution. I mean, this is it. We're seeing it right now. I mean, it's favorable traits being passed through the gene pool. But then I was thinking, like, the theory of evolution always says that it's these favorable traits that help you against predators, or it helps you to get food in some way.
Yeah, I know. I told.
But I mean, look at me for Christ's sakes. We don't have any trouble getting food in America, right? This isn't a problem. And there's not some predator out here killing these flat ass bitches. I mean, this is not something they come like, flex stick. Like, it just doesn't happen. So I was thinking about it. Oh my God, what could have sparked this evolutionary change? And I was just like, holy shit, what happened in about 1990? Sir Mix-a-Lot had a little song called Baby Got Back. Right? Baby Got Back. That song drops, 20 years later, big asses everywhere. Alright? Now I was thinking, now the whole perception of evolution is blown. Now it's not maybe survival of the fittest, maybe there's just a little Sir Mix-a-Lot for every single species on the planet. I'm gonna take you back millions of years ago. Fucking Pangea. Everything's clawed together. Plains of Africa, a bunch of spotted deer sitting around in a circle. All of a sudden, one of them pipes up and just goes, bum, 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 I like long necks and I cannot lie. You other horses can't deny. But when a horse walks in with an itty bitty waist and a long thing, then a face you get sprung. Millions of years later, we got fucking giraffes. Nah, my wife didn't buy that explanation either. Man, my wife actually, we have a kid now for 2 years, and yeah, you can clap for that. That's a good thing to clap for, right? Proud father of a beautiful daughter. She's doing really well. She's super fit now. She's really taken off the baby weight. I'm still holding a lot of it, and I was. And it's because I just make poor life decisions in general. Like, I just go, the other day, I took my lunch break and I went to McDonald's. I ordered $8 worth of dollar menu items in the drive-thru. The lady gives me my total, I'm ready to drive around, but I look at my cup holders, KFC cup, Taco Bell cup, boom, boom, nowhere to put a drink. And then I look at the passenger side seat, it's an entire week's worth of indiscretions I've done to my body. Just sitting there, oh my God. And I get this irrational fear that comes over me that I don't want the lady that makes $8 an hour at McDonald's to know that I've been cheating on her with other fast food establishments. So I start violently grabbing shit, throwing it in the back, trying to hide it. I pull up, I pay, I immediately park. I do not face McDonald's while I do this. And I eat, and I get about $1.04 of this meal. And I realized I forgot my favorite thing, which is the ice cream sundae. Because there's nothing worse than being the fat guy that goes back through the drive-thru. So I did the right thing. I Googled the next closest McDonald's. Got myself a fucking sundae. It's an hour lunch break. This is shit. Thank you, don't. You don't want to talk about big guy. Me and this dude are so hitting up Checkers after this. Dual drive-thrus. You hit one, I'll hit the other. We can't fuck this up. We will get our shakes. Like this dude. You guys, I don't have a whole lot of time, but being up here on this podium, I do feel a certain obligation to share with you about some social issues that are going on. And first of all, are there any Philadelphia Eagles fans in here at all? Jesus. Trick question. Are you ready to remit it? Are you ready to take it back? I'm just kidding. Is everyone still outraged about Riley Cooper? A little bit? Yeah. Yeah, the Riley Cooper thing is crazy. He now has to wear the scarlet N-word for all the white people. And there's black folks, I can't really see you out there. I know you guys are out there. But it's not a racist thing. It's fucking dark. I can't see that white dude over there either. Oh shit, he's black too. All right. No. No, you know, Riley Cooper, he said what he said, but this is something, black folks, that your white friends maybe haven't told you. We white people, we planned it, okay? Hear me out. Every about 6 months to a year, we send up one white celebrity. This time it was Riley Cooper. Time before that it was Paula Deen, Dog the Bounty Hunter, the dude from Seinfeld, Kramer. We send up one sacrificial white celebrity to say the N-word in public, just to see if it's cool yet. This just in, shit's still not cool. But watch out in 2014 with Robert Downey Jr. scandal. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure performing with you tonight. The next time coming up to the stage is a very, very talented gentleman.